I just peed in my basement.
Try to relax your anus, your shoulders.
Hand jobs all around.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting stream of ReviewTechUSA. I'm your host, Gabe Newell. It's a pleasure. I'm a man of
The delicious salt.
Thank you, Digital Demonic Davros, for being a member. Glad to have you here. Oh shit! I got news. I know I put it up. I didn't put it up on RTU streams. Streams from here on out, I'll make an announcement here, are going to be ad-free. No ads. I am getting rid of ads. That means that you will not see ads in the stream. You won't see ads before the stream. It is going to be Community supported only, which I think is a big deal. I would have even done it today. I'm just a fucking stoned idiot and forgot. Goody, motherfucker. Is that sarcasm I see there, Indie Ghost? I think it's a pretty big deal. It's not like I'm asking $2,000 to show you my fucking cat. Saying that, hey, because there is a high amount of support in the community that I'm turning off average. Not that I made huge money off it. I always tell you that I don't. But it's like a thank you for the support that whatever couple pennies I get from it, I'm turning off, and I appreciate it. Oh, it's legit. It's a legit goodie. Okay, I take it back. All right. So we got some quartering comedy. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to say something and actually somewhat defend Jeremy here, even though he wasn't too pleasant to me even a few minutes ago. Companies do this all the time. They rebrand someone else's product. You go to a grocery store and you say you go to Butt Sex Bob's grocery store and he has Butt Sex Bob's cherry seltzer. It's probably Polar, just rebadged, and they sell it. Okay? If he has some agreement worked out, who fucking cares that he's selling someone's coffee? However, with that being said, the company that supposedly is making his coffee, what is it, Millhouse Coffee, is, gasp, very woke. I just find it funny. Yes, I am going. I would have even gotten rid of the ads today. I'm just a fucking idiot. So I just want to check how many members we have first before we go and have some Mr. Hambly fun. Not doing much with him, by the way. I just want to show you what I did to him on his live stream. I thought it was quite funny. My ad blocker is happy for you. Well, aren't you fucking sweet? Thank you. Let me go to YouTube Studio. Let's see how many members we have. Let's see. Let's see. My channel has 5 million views, which actually for a live stream only channel is pretty big deal. I have 745 motherfucking members. Yes, you could get a pee in the basement, of course. You also could get a free...
breasts. I just peed in my basement.
You got double the value there, motherfucker. Camelot's quitting. What? Yes, I'm still into Lord from... Hold on. I'm missing a bunch of super chats here. I know. I'm sorry. First off, Digital Demonic, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Oh, Daddy, you're a grain of salt. Why do horses run on courses? Say Matt Scullin's luscious sources. Thank you, Insomnia. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Tickled.
Cucumbers.
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 Relax your anus, your shoulders. Okay.
Try to relax your anus, your shoulders.
Hand jobs all around.
Daddy Rich. I'm not sure what ML and R is, but Rich Streaming, consider me thoroughly tickled.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Here is my ad revenue to you. My tickled basement has gone to town with you, dude. You know, Phil is an interesting guy. There was no 4D chess with sending him that computer. I'm not going to bring... This will probably be the final time that I bring it up. But he's interesting. And is he like shopping with his audience, I heard? I actually saw, I think, him talking about he's shopping with his audience for computer parts for pre-built. Bro, this is a... I just want it out of my house. Save space. That's why I was being generous. It's a 16-core first-gen Threadripper. You ain't... The only way you're going to outgrow that thing is if it breaks. So what the fuck is that about? With... hey, Rich, are you still into... So, yes, I am into Lauren from Teak. You should react to a video from Joey's TCAP channel of drunk voicemails Lauren left his yes, we will do that. We will. That'll be like done tonight. Do that. YouTube Premium, a surprisingly great investment. There you go. That is, yeah. I don't make that much from that either, though. How about a sexy round of applause for Nintendo's best console, the Switch, and me, the proud owner of a Switch. Ah, yes, the Switch is beautiful. Which one do you have? OLED? Do you have a regular? Do you have a
breasts?
I just peed in DSP's basement.
I just peed in my basement.
Oh, the camera's on. Camera's on the whole time.
Oh, the camera's on.
So, what the fuck is going on with Camelot? Let me see what's going on here. I quit YouTube. Okay, I'll take the bait, and then we'll watch. We'll watch what I did to the griftery. So yeah, man, it's not, everyone's making it that it's a big deal, that he's violating TOS. I'm like, no, he's not. Dude, people do that all the time. They if they work out a deal with a company and they rebrand someone else's product, it's common practice. I find it funny that he said he was roasting his own beans, though. You lighting farts in your basement, boy, roasting those beans, Mr. Hambley? Same one you're peeing in? He's not quitting. Oh, this is because, you fuckers, this is because he moved and he didn't do videos for a while, which I can fucking relate to.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I remember in 2017, I moved from one house to another. I had to take like a whole fucking month off YouTube. So DSP, I don't have that on my soundboard. Why don't I? Hey, Rich, what can I do to become a mod here? Just ask. You didn't have. I appreciate the super chat. You did not have to super chat, but breasts. So let's Okay, he was. I know. It's not that I don't want to watch it. I watch Camelot's videos. I'm sub to the fucking guy, but I know what happened here. He moved and he was unable to upload. Like I said, I didn't upload for almost a month. And we'll look at the feedback, both negative and positive, under my quartering video. I am subject to criticism as well. I am not above criticism. I would be a hypocrite if I pretended to be and did not only wanted praise. Yes, you could be a mod. Add moderator. Did you try the chicken, buddy? What chicken? I've probably given you over 50 in super chats in the past year. Give the extra 5 to your birds, they will take it.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
BSNBC TV made for you. What the hell are you talking about, Black Dragon? I know you're not a troll, so I'm not sure what you mean. Anyway, let's watch Jeremy get nervous. Let's watch Jeremy get nervous. It's fun. It's a good time. Good family-friendly time here. You'll see what I wrote.
Yeah. Because they didn't understand why mainstream media question.
And watch his non-answer to it. That's the best part. It was worth the $10, and I had to give $10 to actually finish the full sentence. So it's not that I really wanted to give him 10. I wanted to just give a 5 just to piss him off. But anyway.
Question the conspiracy? No, you fool.
Yeah, super chatting won't make you a mod. I have to know your name. Yeah, look at this shit. Look at someone said he deleted it. I couldn't prove that, so I don't know if he did or not. Delete the comment. Hey, Rich, I got the Switch Lite. I really like how it's completely portable. The D-pad is neat. I'm playing Skyrim currently. It's fun to play in bed. You know what's funny? I like that it has a conventional D-pad. I don't like that Nintendo dropped the ball and didn't make it like Nintendo had, in my opinion, it's a tie between the Genesis 6 button controller, and I guess you could say it's kind of a similar D-pad on the Saturn too. And the SNES had the best. I personally like the feel of the SNES one a little bit better, but I know for fighters, the 6-button from Sega is better. But that's one of the best D-pads ever. And then you use the Switch Lite's D-pad. It's like, it's mushy. It feels like a fucking third-party D-pad on a first-party Nintendo product. And don't even get me started on the non-existent D-pad on the regular Switch. You know. Bring back Happy Tech. I just did recently. Fairly recently, I think. I got breastfed in my basement.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I just peed in my basement.
I have birds in my holes. Mod me, Daddy. Not yet. I'm not 100% sure of your name. Be here for a few more streams. Ask me again in a few streams. So, I think I did recently. Also, Dosaman, thank you for being here. Just got breastfed in my basement. Jeremy said to me, I know. He would lick the sweat off of Mr. Mediker's taint and then say thank you afterwards. I don't hate laughing at my own jokes, but am I wrong? Am I wrong? Everyone sees that Jeremy's like, oh, Daddy, I'll cuck for you. I'll cuck for you, Jim. Oh, fart in my face. Thank you, Mr. Mediker. Fart again, please. Oh, come on, Dad. All over. On the beard, too. DSP needs to wash your balls.
Wash your balls. Oh.
Don't fall on me. Do not do it. Ethan Ralph smells, drinks, unattractive in person, looks. Irony is he calls himself the Ralph Lamel, like the women actually want him. Like, isn't he like hiding in a motel right now to not pay child support or some shit? Oh, man. Oh, these are some great people, aren't they? These are like the the shining gems of the commentary community, just blossoming. Anyway, so let's watch Jeremy shit himself in real time.
Oh, I should have did a video on this. People lost faith in the mainstream media because they lied.
Look at his face. I wish I made it bigger. Yo, I need like a Google fish edit of this. Look at his face when he sees my chat.
Because they lied.
What's up, Quinn?
That's
Just
why.
Watch. Here we go. No, now it is. Now it is.
I don't even want your money. Save it for your kids.
He won't answer. And he talks about my kids again. Oh my God. Love to mod you. If you get Pizzy, I actually know you. See, there's proof a super chat will not get you to be a mod. Pizzy's been around. You've been around since on the RTU channel, the regular channel. I bought Cyberpunk on PS4 on GameStop's Black Friday sale for $9.99. I would say it's a pretty damn good deal. It was one of the worst experiences I've had. Okay, that took a turn. Metro Redux on Switch is a very good port. I agree. Yes, merch. Here is the problem. Me and my editor and I cannot find an artist. I don't know why I said artist like this, but I did, and I'm going to go with it. Fuck birds. Like, we can't, and it's not that they're not talented. They're talented fucking people. They're just not what we're looking for. Why do you, it's kind of like why I didn't have a fucking, why don't you have merch for so long, Rich? You're missing out on money. You are right. Why haven't you had an editor for so long? Because we're fucking weird. Quinn, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Why do I sound like, oh, because I'm very stoned right now. Hello. So anyway, hold on. Let's just rewind. Here's his face. Look at his face. There may be a turd coming out of his ass. What? What?
I don't even want your money. Save it for your kids.
That brings me such joy. This was worth the 10. As a matter of fact, we're going to have to bring in the Oblivion music now. Let's continue.
They need it. This is your life now. This is your life now. This is what you're doing. This is your life.
Okay.
Maybe, you know, maybe you should have kept some money in the bank after YouTubing for the last 10 years. You'd have a little bit of cash on you, you know.
Try to relax your anus.
Jeremy just likes to pee in his basement because it's easy.
Breasts.
I'll go with breasts, but I meant
I
this.
just peed in my basement.
Yes, you did, sir. You peed in your basement again, didn't you? Jeremy live in 20 minutes.
Try to relax your anus.
DSPGaming live in 20 minutes. Hopefully the camera's not on.
Oh, the camera's on.
Bring it home.
Breasts.
Thank you.
Just delicious salt.
So here's the thing, man. As much as he's a salty motherfucker, and that was worth every penny. You were God. $10 as he peed in his basement. I won't do the applause again, but I'll give you
I
this.
just peed in my basement.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, it's everyone's saying like he's violating TOS. No, he's not. He's not violating a fucking thing. He's not doing anything. It's just funny, two things that he said. He roasts his own beans, and his whole he's like, how much more do you need from this guy to prove that he's a hypocrite? Isn't he so anti the woke? They're woke. Right, Jeremy? He doesn't stand for anything. He stands for pulling shit out of your wallet and being a hateful person, too. But so he just combine those together. But is he doing anything wrong with his coffee? And no, he's not. It's what he does is done. I will use whatever. You mean this applause button? This one, are you sure?
Try to relax your anus.
Breasts. Breasts.
I just peed in my basement.
Breasts. Breasts.
Hand jobs all around.
Try to relax your anus.
Yes. There is no ads from here on out. I'm just a fucking idiot and forgot to turn off the ads tonight. That's it. But they're off. I'm going to turn off. We have almost 750 members. I get plenty of support during the streams. And you know what? Another motivation for it is I react to a lot of content. I'm like the very irrelevant version of Ass Mangold.
Cucumbers.
Frog cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
And, you know, that's kind of like, I'm not making revenue off your stuff. You could say, oh, but you're making super chats. And they're like, but the people are giving me the money for, that really sounds terrible. That sounds like someone can clip and like use against me like DSP. But the people are supporting me because of what I'm adding to it. Whereas you could argue with like clicks and ads, that's just natural traffic, so the person if they want to make the argument and say it's not fair use, they're like, oh yeah, but you're also making money off of it, even though it's still fair use, but you're making money off of it through ad revenue, which is from people watching ads, which has nothing to do directly with your content. It kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? It's where it's like people are supporting through StreamLabs and memberships and super chats because they like what I'm adding to it. Whereas if it was revenue just from clicks, people may think I'm a piece of shit and are just watching the video. You know. I don't respond to the chat ever. Lifetonic 77777777777. Stop. Delete. How big of a super chat would it take for me to buy your extra PC? No. Here is the thing that I don't want to start that. I did it. DSP is a creator. It was like, hey, man, you need one. I need to get rid of it. You need one. I didn't want it to be. And here's the thing. I don't want it where if you pay for it, then it gets shipped, something gets damaged, then UPS's insurance is shit. That's what happened that last time. Like, oh, because I shipped someone who was a subscriber of mine a computer, and I packed the living fuck out of it. It still showed up broken. UPS is like, oh, since we didn't pack it, we have to do an investigation. Let me translate that to you for you, okay? That's their way of saying you're fucked. Notice how he didn't even Nathan S. and I see 2 super chats above him. Sorry. Notice how he didn't even feign to like even give an excuse. Like he didn't even like why? Oh my god! I went after one of your sponsors. Or why don't you say your reason? He just made digs made out of lies. Oh man! I mean, literally.
The delicious salt.
Dumb question, but how do love AP? But when can we get the other audience sounds? When I find ones that don't suck. Do you know how many times I've looked? A lot. They're all shit. They don't have the right pacing. They don't have the right sound to them. I've tried them. I even had another one on this board, and it sucked dick too. I've looked many, many times. It's not that I haven't. It's not that I'm procrastinating it. But this just has like the right tempo, the right enthusiasm, the right pitch, that it's universal. Some of them are too long. Some of them just sound like people are clapping at like a school play where all the kids are fucking annoying and suck, but they have to clap anyway. Rich's fully spread ass is in the building. That's a nice way of putting it. Thank you. I don't know why I felt the need to say this, but I have a small penis as well. I'm also drunk. Well, I'm stoned, so here we are. Which this may be the last night I ever get stoned, too. Do you have a lot of holes? Because I do. For my anxiety, it may not be working with me with the marijuana. That's why, if everyone's wondering. Did you see there is a bill put through that makes it more clear on the electors process and has some promise, and Biden might declare a national emergency for climate? Oh, shit. That's fucking huge. The last thing, especially. Yeah, it's real, man. Look at what's going on. It's fucking real, dude. My mom and I are addicted to public access prank calls, but this is entirely, dude, they're amazing. Some of them, the problem is that it's a weird thing. It's not like I watch shit all the time and preview it, but sometimes stuff like that, I think it's funnier if I don't watch it first, so my reactions are more natural. But there's a lot of those compilations that are fucking terrible, and you just get bored like 3 minutes in. Yeah, it's real when Europe is like smoldering, like the UK is melting right now. It's just amazing. I don't understand how you could see. I've had more bloods. I've had more floods in my basement in the past like 3 years than I've had in like the past 20 when my parents owned the house. ReviewTechUSA said he's affiliated with the gang member Bloods. Fermented rich nectar on my taint. Well, that sounds amazing.
breasts, breasts, breasts,
Well, everyone says like words that look. There's a weatherman that got fired for slurring words. Message just because he just stumbled his words. So I guess that means. Oh, I said. I guess ReviewTechUSA is a Bloods gang member since we're taking everything fucking literally now. Yes, we can watch that. That's actually a good idea too. I'm pulling for some Maury sounds. Maybe, dude. Maybe I'll just That shouldn't get me copyright claimed. Just an applause. Yeah, that's a good idea. A lot of you guys are much smarter than me, and I'm a fucking idiot.
Jeremy has floods in his basement.
Yeah. But I don't think climate change makes him whip out his dick and piss in a train. Plus, yes, we could watch that. That's actually a good idea.
breasts,
So yeah, my days of acting like a 41-year-old, 20-year-old who gets stoned almost on a daily basis in the evenings is over. It's been a hell of a run, boys. But the marijuana is going on a hiatus.
breasts,
Yes. We are watching. Can we watch Irate Gamer? Yes, we can. Irate Gamer. Magnavox Odyssey. Is that old or is that new? How about we just find out? I should just have to punch in Magnavox. Which, the Magnavox Odyssey 2 or the Magnavox Odyssey? Jotner Edition scalping is absolutely ridiculous. What, for God of War, you mean? Do a pure chalk stream on the 22nd. What is on the 22nd? Jeremy has floods in his basement, too. From his penis. Christina Applegate. What happened with Christina Applegate? I mean, she's hot. It's a royalty-free song. It's been 20 minutes, dude. That's the joke. That started with Jeremy. So, which Odyssey are we looking at? Your mother's birthday. Okay. I'm trying to see. Your husband loves my pee. The Odyssey 1. All right. Damn, this is 9 fucking years ago. All right, let me shrink my screen down. Let me pause the video. Philip Burnell is a man. He is a masturbating man. Wait. Oh. She's okay.
Nolan Bushnell is keeping very busy with his game, Computer Space. But around the exact same time frame, another man by the name of...
Yeah. So it's time to go. It's been a hell of a run. It's fun on streams, but overall, I think I'll be better without it. I'm still... I shouldn't have to have a drug as a crutch to make me a streamer.
Ralph Baer had also been working on the idea...
Yes, that is confirmed. Abigail Shapiro looks like Ben Shapiro, also with giant cannon titties. Like, Jesus Christ.
Of video games. But his focus was for attaching them to your TV at home rather than placing them out in the public. After building
All right, you just inboxed me on Twitter? Okay.
a prototype, he showed his device to the people at Magnavox. Impressed with what they saw, they decided to market this idea, and the Magnavox Odyssey was born. Now, this very first video game console came with two controllers.
I mean, I'm not saying she's good looking or anything. I'm just saying, Like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I don't understand. Everyone always keeps on talking about my sisters.
Breasts.
Why was there a delay? The one time I needed timing and it fucked up.
Try to relax your anus.
Please. The light gun for the Magnavox Odyssey is amazing. Doesn't it look like a real fucking gun? It looks like you have a real piece. You motherfuckers are robbing bodegas with a Magnavox Odyssey replica gun. The bill basically improves the Postal Service, requires 5th of Congress to object to the Electoral College instead of 2 Congress people and other. Okay. Oh, please. That would fucking save democracy, man. That would save democracy. So that means it won't happen.
Six game cards, and is powered by 6 C batteries. Alright, let's fire this baby up. Batteries here, controller there, and now we connect the video cable from the console over to the, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Instead of getting a video cable that looks like this, or this, you end up with this. Of course, if you happen to look in the instruction...
I couldn't do this again if you paid me. My fucking remote that controls the lights in my office fell into a cup of ice. It also made my thigh wet. Yeah, you heard me, my thigh. Thighs. You aren't going to get the moisture off my thigh. I guess I'm going to have to, huh? Moist thighs.
I just peed in my basement.
Yes!
Breasts.
It is both Republican, because you know what? They just want the good old-fashioned corruption. They don't want democracy then, because their corruption would have their insiders. They don't want the beautiful, corrupt capitalist society, the crony capitalist society to come crumbling down. They don't want a dictator, daddy. They want it so they can have their cake and eat it too. So if democracy ends, that goes out the window as well. And what happens if the dictator in office doesn't want them around anymore? You don't think so? Look at history. They understand the consequences. So they're like, let's just go a little bit fascist, but not like all the way. Because if we go into fascism, all those luscious little perks they have go out the window. And what's Mussolini 2.0 gonna do if he doesn't like the person? They're gonna be in a fucking river somewhere. Trust me, it's gonna have support all around.
Manual, we see that Magnavox relied on using 2 of the most obscure video connectors ever made just to play this on your television. Especially this one. Good lord, I'll be scouring the universe just trying to find this part.
Hey Rich, love the channel. I think you make great content, high or not. I'll be making sure to 2 rips for you every stream. Can I get a Cucumbers remix? Of course.
Cucumbers.
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 I almost thought for a second you were like a troll from Jeremy's chat, but then I realized that would require someone or him to have intelligence.
Try to relax your anus.
Hello my fine, sir. I'm looking for a piece that hooks into this. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking of either.
Why is he in like 144p? I mean, this wasn't. I mean, it was a long time ago. 2012, man. I can't believe 2012 was almost a decade ago. I don't know. I don't think he's a straight up. Like, they don't really want. They don't want us to go to a fucking dictatorship, dude. Then their corruption party's over with, man. Like I said, they just want the good old fashioned corruption.
Alright, so now that we've gotten our video cable, it's time to hook this up and play some Odyssey. And here's a fast fact. If you're thinking...
I haven't watched her video yet. I don't know the whole situation with that, man. I don't like Destiny for some reason is always another one. Him and Low Tier God. It's not that I'm not interested in them. I just for some reason don't talk about them. There's no reason behind that. I've never interacted with them. So, it's just strange.
Thinking that each one of these cards holds its very own game, then you'd be wrong. Because the main overall game is actually built inside the Odyssey itself. Then each card placed into the machine creates its own set of command codes that alters the game in its own unique way.
What's so bad about this? So far, it's on point.
And one of the nice things about the Odyssey is that it only turns on when you place one of these cards in the slot.
Alcohol should be banned. I was just told that 2 people who passed away a year ago and the other went because of excessive alcohol use. I don't think it should be banned. You know, I have the occasional drink, and maybe I'm drunk like twice a year, you know, a few and far between. Everyone's different, man. It's like saying that because I have titties that pizza should be banned, you know? On the flip side of that, and we already had prohibition, man, and it did not work out well. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I think weed should be... I think that there's countries that have done this where they've legalized drugs to help people that are addicted so they can get clean needles, so they can get rehabilitation. I think all drugs should be legalized because it would mitigate the problem if people could get safe, clean drugs. It's been proven in other countries. Get a lot of people out of jail that shouldn't be there either, you know? We have the biggest prison population by far in the States, man. Nova, thank you very much. Yeah, and people still do it. People still get prostitutes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fucking stupid.
Let there be life!
Breasts.
Imagine every time, like, you were playing Pong, and every time the ball hit the paddle, it went...
Breasts.
So instead of boop...
Breasts. Breasts.
All right, I'll stop. Let's continue.
Hello, Dave. Would you like to play a game? Yeah, but give me 1 second. Now, most Odyssey games are intended for 2 players.
It's short. You know, we'll watch it. I'm cool with the irate gamer. He's a pretty cool dude.
So thankfully, I was able to score
What's up, the Ballad 49er?
for a super rare Odyssey with a HAL artificial intelligence unit built inside to be my opponent. That's correct, Dave. Shall
That's the irate gamer. That's correct, Dave. Mess with my breasts, and you die like the rest. Why does he sound like Venus de Milo? Doesn't sound like Al. He sounds like Jim Carrey in a 2-piece just covering his nipples. Yeah, who's old enough to remember the Steam Deck?
No, Daddy, no.
Still that is one of the most underrated pieces on my soundboard. Also,
hand jobs all around. Hand jobs all around.
Hoping one day that I am at a convention with Pat and he just screams
Hand
out.
jobs all around.
Oh man, what if it was breast cucumber? My basement is salty.
Breasts.
Cucumbers.
The delicious salt.
I just peed in my basement.
I feel like I'm playing Simon with some of you motherfuckers sometimes. Like, hey, Rich, I wanted this. Can you remember that? No, I can't.
Shall we begin? Of course. And we'll start off with the flagship game of the Odyssey called Tabletop Tennis. Just like in real tennis,
One had 4 rods in his body after 2 was almost declared dead, and the other had liver problems over drinking for years. The alcoholism is fucking brutal, man. I hear you, but I don't. We've already went down the road of making it illegal. It ended poorly. Do you think with all the extra technology we have now, it would end even better? No, it would end even worse. Like that would probably literally banning alcohol would. I'm not even kidding. Bring us into that next civil war that we all fear might happen. ReviewTech Titanfall titties, man. That's an old line, Jeremy. You know what I'm saying?
the goal here is to keep...
Like, literally, I think another civil war would be like the straw that breaks the camel's back.
hitting the ball back and forth until you knock it off the opponent's side of the screen. To bring the ball back into play, the loser must press the...
I have the U7G in my living room, and yeah, it's quite nice.
reset button on top of his controller. Now, trying to get a feel for this...
Tim Pool's civil... We are heading into a civil war, and Mercedes has terrible customer service. Fucking selling you survival kits, and I'm out. Hey man, God bless Mercedes. I'm not knocking him having a Mercedes, but it's just funny. Life is just funny. Life is just funny. That's all I can say. He sounds like he's the guy who's like serious when he's even taking a shit. Oh my God, my stool is too hard, and this is tough to push out. Bro, that would bolster cartels in Mexico. That would be like a steroid injection in the mafia. It would be a fucking disaster if I'm sorry, Solid Crusader. I don't mean to like pounce on you here. It's not my intention. But it would be the fucking worst thing you could ever do to ban alcohol again. It would literally bring us into another civil war. That may sound extreme. It may be extreme, but I like it. Yeah, I could see it.
This game can take some time, since on the controller, the dial on the left moves you back and forth.
Motherfuckers can't have their Budweiser. People are going to get shot.
And the one on the...
And we already tried it, and it was a miserable failure. It would be even more of a miserable failure in the 21st century with all the new tech we got. It would bolster cartels. Man, it would be insane. I was an alcoholic for about 5 years, and I was a cigarette smoker for 22 years. I can attest weed is it's a much lesser evil. And I don't even smoke. But if it's not helping my anxiety, like my doctor says, I gotta listen. You know what I mean?
The right moves you up and down, and this little one puts spin on the ball.
Put spin on your balls. I don't really think this is that bad. His older stuff was cringe. This is alright. I mean, there's some corn jokes in there. I think his howl sounds like Venus de Milo from Living Color.
Spun that sucker right out of the game. Of course, there's always a...
I actually kind of like this, like, super cheap. It doesn't make me laugh, but I like it. Does that make sense? Like this super campy kind of humor. It's like Tim and Eric. They don't always make me lol out loud, but I still enjoy it, and it's funny as fuck, you know? I feel you, brother. USA is the land of death. What do you mean? Like, are you saying it's like to... Oh, in terms of the war? Yeah. Oh my God. If motherfuckers can't have their alcohol, are you kidding me? People, I'm telling you, that would start a fucking other civil war. Literally.
Those annoying glitches you can run into as well.
And you know what's sad is that if drug use and alcohol abuse, like I said, if drugs were legalized here and alcohol abuse wasn't so shamed upon and there was more support offered for it, it would probably help your family, you know? Other countries do it. It's successful. That's why it's like... Anyway, let's not get political. My remote fell in the water. I repeat, tell the other birds my remote fell in the fucking ice water.
Breasts.
I know.
For crying out loud. Now, in an attempt to make these games even more fun, Magnavox also included a whole assortment of accessories to play along with the game. The most vital...
This is a solid review. It's all... As far as I know very little about the Magnavox Odyssey. I've never even touched one. But, it's fine so far. Nothing like wah-wah.
Vital of these being the plastic overlays that you place onto your TV.
Yeah, they were so bad, man. They were so fucking terrible. But this is the 70s. Men wore bell-bottom jeans, and it just didn't... Bell-bottom jeans just sucked all around. Even in the 90s when they came back with girls, it was stupid. It fucking sucked. So fucking... Like, the dudes had, like, Jenko jeans. All trying to look like they're from fucking Wu-Tang. And then the girls had those bell bottoms where it literally, it looked like a bell. It was so fucking... It was so retarded. Oh, man.
So now your regular tennis game can now be played on a green tennis court.
Wow. Who needs a PlayStation 5, motherfuckers? We got overlays. We have men urinating in their basements.
I just peed in my basement.
Oh, cool! Even though it is the same game. Oh. Place any of these other cards into the machine, and this game is altered so you can play other overlays, like hockey, football, and even skiing.
Yo, it was so depressing. Anthony V, I said the Odyssey turns 50 this year, which that doesn't mean that much to me, but that's still insane. Half a fucking century. But, someone put up, who's old enough to remember the GameCube, unironically. And I was like, are we really at the point that the GameCube is considered that retro that some people may have not been alive to remember it? I am fucking old. Like, people that are now adults. Legal adults. Yeah, you could almost be 21. I was like, holy shit, man. This is not fucking reality. Yep, that Jen... Who's old enough... So, I did as a dick. I said, if people start saying if you're old enough to remember the Xbox 360, I'm going to shit. But then for it to be a dick, I was like, who's old enough to remember the PlayStation 5? Because it's like, what? Like, you blink, and people are looking at the GameCube like it's the Atari 2600. You know, it's just nuts. Can I get a Phil Assmangold and Jordan Peterson arguing? Yes. Yes, you can, actually.
Cucumbers.
Breasts.
That was kind of challenging. Like, you got these young adults, and they're adults. I'm not even saying that sarcastically. Out there in their 20s. And they were infants when the GameCube came out. It's fucking insane. It's insane. Bros. No, I couldn't buy alcohol yet. I was 20. I was 20 when the GameCube came out. I got an OG PlayStation for my 20th. Holy fuck, you're making me feel young now. I was... How old what year was that? I don't not to age you, but who's old enough to yell at you? I remember what actually finally made me put my foot down and beg my parents, like the spoiled bitch that I was, to get a no applause for that. Fuck the applause. To get a PlayStation 1 is that I found out about Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So I'm like, all right, let me try, because I was kind of fanboying a little bit at that time because it was the N64 that got me out of my first gaming hiatus. I was really like, holy shit, like back, that was one of those like game changing moments in terms of gaming was Mario 64, because there was nothing else. Even other 3D games didn't go near it, you know? So I was all up Nintendo shit at the time. And then, but all of a sudden this bomb is dropped. I was waiting because I kept on seeing in magazines about what ended up being Castlevania 64, but all of this fucking sudden, this fucking bomb is dropped that Castlevania Symphony of the Night's coming out. So I'm like, I can't fanboy anymore, man. It's a Castlevania game. The only thing, what's up, Camelot? Like, the only thing I'm more of a fanboy of, essentially, is Castlevania. And so all my loyalty to Nintendo went out the fucking window. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, so I was 20 because it came out when I was 20. It's nuts, man. So there's people. But let me get back to my story. I'm stone talking right now. So I was like, all right, let me try out the system and see what other games there were. So I rented it. This is when you could rent consoles for you old motherfuckers out there. You could rent consoles from Blockbuster. Two things that you know shit about, you young pieces of shit. And I rented Warhawk, Tekken 2, I think Resident Evil. I don't know, but Resident Evil I don't remember. But I was like, fuck, this thing is pretty cool. I really like Tekken 2. Warhawk was pretty dope too. And I was like, all right, not only do I want to get Castlevania, I like the system. So I begged, and like the spoiled little bastard that I was, and I ended up getting a PlayStation. You know where I got it from? Anyone else remember this shit too? I'm going to make everyone here feel real old if you're my age. Media Play. If you're from the States, you remember, I don't know if there were anywhere else in the world. Remember Media Play? And I bought it from there. It was in the front counter behind customer service. And I remember, I know I'm stoned and going on a PlayStation tangent right now. I had a newer model. It was the older gray one. It wasn't the P-Zone, the PS1. That's the reason I called it the P-Zone. I'll explain that in a minute. But it was a newer model, and my friend Tim, he's the guy who we always, on the weekends, we would go to Blockbuster and then pirate all the games on our modded PlayStations that my dad modded, and we would just burn the games and play them on our PlayStations. But he had an older one that actually had the AV outs on it, like the composite video. He actually had to turn upside down for it to work properly. Also, another real fun fact, where is this all coming from? It is coming from the marijuana. I'm going to miss this shit. Anyway. They actually kind of did a very weak version of a PS1 Pro. Not really at all, but you'll see what I mean in a second. They actually upped the clock speed of the processor in my PlayStation compared to the older one. And when you played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which we were both fucking nerds and we did, when you beat a boss in like those light particle effects, like spin in a circle and you get your HP level up, his would spin significantly slower because he had the slower processor. How the fuck do I know all this? I have no idea. I'm a loser. What's up, Jake Randall? So I'm just saying, like, I was a teenager then, and you got grown-ass adults being, oh my God, I was in diapers when the GameCube came out. What the fuck? It's just nuts, man. You blink and like 20 fucking years go by. Anyway, back to the news or whatever. Back to the fix my script.
I just peed in my basement.
That was the best $10 I've ever spent. Not to paint the past with a rose-colored paintbrush, but remember when things seemed more peaceful, like before a certain month? Yes. Part of it is rose-colored glasses. Part of it is, yeah, there were things that actually were better. It's a mixture of nostalgia. A lot of it's nostalgia. Let's keep it real. Because when you look back at, like, year in 1997, oh, look, there was a terrorist attack. Someone was shot. Someone was killed. You know, human beings have always been pretty terrible. I just think we're adults now, so you're more observant. And also, the internet is just exposes everything. Technology has come such a far way that we could see all the terrible things that happen in real time. What a time to be alive, huh? Rented PS from the family video chain, like $150 deposit plus rental fee. I don't even know because, like, I'm sure my parents paid for it. Came in an AV case like you keep a VHS camera in. Yes, that's what mine came in as well. Or it was a Blockbuster thing, but it looked like a camera carrying case, though. I think it was proprietary for them. And yeah, I remember, like I said, Tekken 2 and Warhawk, definitely. I was like, wow, this is a pretty cool system. Came in an AV case, Jetmoto. Jetmoto, did I ever play Jetmoto? I remember people in my high school always talking about it, and they loved it. I never played Jetmoto. Twisted Metal, I played the fuck out of Twisted Metal. Shout out to David Jaffe. Twisted Metal was dope. It's still, I wish they would bring that back with, like, all the next gen, what they could do with, like, physics and, like, oh my god, man. Imagine, like, 120 FPS Twisted Metal, or at least 4K 60, with what they could do with physics with the new super fast Zen 2 cores. Oh god, that would be some shit.
In this game, you're required to navigate the ball down any of these paths.
Yes, this is the stupid. One of those things look like a cock. This is the stupidest thing. Here's some lines on your screen. Make the and the thing is with the Odyssey though, but it was primitive technology, so I get it. But it's just funny, like there's no consequence. You could put the ball wherever the fuck you want, and it wasn't even a ball; it was a square. You could put that square up your ass if your CRT could do it, and nothing would happen. Not a thing. So it's a zero consequence game.
In order to reach the end. Of course, by the time this happens, you'll probably die of boredom. You also might see the uncanny resemblance that this overlay has to the board game Candyland. And some of these things seem reminiscent of Peppermint Forest and Gumdrop Mountain. I thought this was supposed to be a video game, not a board game. Yeah, what a ripoff!
Alright, this is getting pretty cringe now. We went to cringe.
Switching over to a new overlay brings us to a game called Simon Says. And it works with these flashcards.
You know what's weird from that generation, Jake Randall? A lot of the games mostly didn't age well. Two standouts from both systems is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Obviously, it's a 2D action platformer RPG. It's timeless in terms of its aesthetic. And Mario 64. That's one of the only 3D games from that generation. There's some other examples, but that's one of the only 3D games that you could put in today and it still looks okay. And that's because they kind of they didn't do any super complex textures, mostly. If they had those muddy N64 textures, it would definitely date it more. Why am I playing with my chest here? I don't know. What are you doing to me?
Alright, Hal, Simon Says, foot.
Oh, God, we played the fuck out of GoldenEye, Rob. Not LAN parties, but we always had the 4-player on GoldenEye that ran at like 7 frames per second, but it was fun as fuck.
Alright, now Simon Says, nose.
Who needs a PlayStation 5 when you could just move a giant square around on your screen and pretend?
Alright, now Simon Says...
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII aged pretty good, too, because it's a turn-based RPG, and its visuals still stand up.
Penis? All right, now Simon says,
Masturbation. This is actually pretty good. He spelled masturbation wrong, I believe, though. Yeah, there's supposed to be a U there. Hey, Siri. How do you sell masturbation?
Masturbation? MASTURBATION.
Yep, the irate gamer spelled it wrong. So it makes it even funnier. Who's masturbation? Your Lord. We present to you Lord Masturbation. His name's Masturbation. What's your name again? He said his name is Masturbation. Yeah. Masturbation.
what the hell's up with these cards? Now Simon says, oh, forget it. Let's try one more here. Can't go wrong with roulette. All right, let's bet some money on 35. Go!
Yeah, this is the stupidest fucking. This is even a stretch for like, what is this, 76? There was fucking those little like Mattel games, I think at the time gave you a better experience than this shit. I mean, I get it. It's the first console ever, I believe. But holy fuck, man. God damn.
18? Oh man, so close. All right, well, let's put everything on 22. Go! 9.
Try to relax your
There's not
anus.
even 9 on the damn board. Piece of crap. Yes.
All when I hear it come in is masturbation, and that is how it should be, motherfucker.
Try to relax your anus.
Thank you.
The Odyssey came packaged with tons of these add-on games. Alright, Hal, find the state of Ohio. Now find the state of Florida.
Jesus Christ. They need to come out with a remake compilation of all these games, man. They're so exciting. I'm going to shit myself.
Ugh, how did Magnavox even think these games would be fun? Hal, find the state of denial. Magnavox...
People in the 70s, they probably did. Why do you think ADHD is a problem? We have like the whole world at our fingertips now. Anything you want to do, man, is right here.
Eventually went on to release additional games that were sold separately, like the racing game Wipeout that works with Card 5. And even after reading the rules for this game, I still have no idea how the hell you even play it. But of course that's nothing compared to the overcomplicated game Invasion, which needs cards 4, 5, and even 6 to play. And you'll be using both the video game and board game at the same time for some very strategic gameplay. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Mess with my breasts, and you die like the rest.
Are you winning?
He sounds like Venus de Milo. He does not sound like Hal. Steve Jobs is rolling in his fucking grave right now. Isn't that from Steve Jobs? Oh, Steve Jobs did that. Wasn't it from a movie? Fuck you, I don't remember. But I know it had Steve Jobs did something with Hal.
Beats the hell out of me.
Are you winning, Dave?
Magnavox even produced card number 7.
Oh, I can put my shirt back on. Hold on.
Breasts.
Jeremy, you're missing out. You like easy money, Jeremy. You're not a man of principle. Why don't you take off your shirt too? People would like to see the quarterings nipples. Make a secondary channel called the Nipplings. Sip some of your fucking delicious tea, Chief.
breasts, 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 breasts,
One more time.
breasts, breasts,
Stop!
breasts,
Enough. Why am I checking my
that
messages?
came packaged with the game Volleyball, and Card 8 that came packaged with the game Handball. Of course, there was one final accessory that Magnavox made for the Odyssey. Coming up next, the Odyssey Light Rifle.
Wait. Hold on. Perfect. What happened here? Wait. What the fuck? Why do you have the sound of two guys fucking with Jeremy's face there? Google Fish is fucking random like me. Phew, breasts.
breasts,
Hand jobs all around, though, man. I appreciate you being here, Varkos.
Hand jobs all around.
I get things are tough out there. I'm not like another man on the internet that I won't name that maybe masturbated in front of a camera that tries to guilt his audience.
Oh, the camera's on.
I have no idea who I'm talking about.
Cucumbers.
Shit, there was something I actually wanted to watch tonight, and now I got stoned and forgot. I'm just being honest with you. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to stream tonight. I'm such a shitty fucking streamer. Like, I just, like, everyone's like, hey, Rich, do you plan, like, your entire day what you're going to stream? I'm like, no. It's not that I'm, like, doing nothing, but it's not like I'm sitting there, like, doing show notes. You know what I mean? Like, I just go with it. And whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of, which is probably a mistake. Oh, yeah, we could look at the comments under my thing I did with the quartering. We could watch it again, too, because actually, I don't want to show my messages on here. Let me, see what's going on here. Oh, why am I getting a photo? Oh, okay, Adam, I'll look at that later. Let's go back to and look at the comments. I'm sure there's going to be some ones that are not happy with me, and that's okay. I'm not here for hand jobs all around. Yeah, my nipples have gone up in price, so it's much more money now to get them to whip out. No. I dare you're kidding. So let's see.
Ha
Oh, let's see here. Buster Boy says, oh, actually, you know what? This works, because just in case someone says something stupid that I don't want to show on screen. You should have put 200. I bet he would have kept it. I don't know if he actually... Did he delete it? I can't prove it, so I'm not going to say confirmed he deleted it. He'll join you in 20 minutes. I'm sure that one gets a like for me. I'm sure he will. Someone said, yawn, I'm tired of this, because I don't know... Dude, how many videos did I make talking about fucking, like, the PlayStation 5 being out of stock? That's fine, but talking about the quartering because people sent me info on them. Oh, my God, I'm so bored. It's like, what? Anyway, let's continue. Someone said at least you were nice to him and wished him that it was a great stream. I see you being kind to him. Yeah. It was oozing with genuine kindness. Two retards fighting. Okay. He is still salty, Rich, but at least you were kind. I doubt he will drop. Yeah, it was a facetious kind of kindness, though. Someone said he's ballless. Someone has Ray Liotta laughing from Goodfellas. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Ask him about his woke brand coffee. Dude, I think someone's allegedly saying he deleted what I put there. He ain't going to answer shit about his coffee. Like I said to you, look, he ain't doing anything illegal. If he has a deal worked out with this coffee company, who gives a shit? Like, he's not doing that's not illegal. People want to buy his overpriced fucking coffee. Let him buy it. It's not against the law. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely thought he was going to table flip and ban me. Dude, I implore you, You don't have to follow me on Twitter if you don't want, but my Twitter, I believe, is in the description. Just go look at his face. It'll bring you joy. Someone wrote breasts.
Breasts.
Someone wrote, holy shit, he is so mad. Someone wrote, ask him if it's true his coffee brand coffee is just another brand's coffee repackaged and marked up. It is. Again, companies do that all the time. It is funny that he did say that he roasted, though. Allegedly. I don't like allegedly because it's a screen cap I saw. That's why Jeremy does that. He's the quartering TV. They delete everything, so when the screenshots come out, they can deny it, saying, "Oh, it's a screenshot. People can make those up," which they can. People have done it to me. Someone's asking about Quantum TV. I don't even know. Here, let's bring out the Oblivion music. So when I asked you, have you seen Quantum's new videos, you said you're not going to give him light of day, but I never said to make a video on him or even stream yourself. I just meant if you had seen them. I'm not even going to watch them. Yet here you are still talking with Jeremy, which you have gone on record as saying he and Quantum are the same people with the same mindset. So what gives? Once it goes too far, you actually might have to get lawyers involved. You're going to say it's not your problem when you started it by following him again on Twitter to see what he's up to. Why do lawyers have to get involved? Because what are we going to go to court because his fucking feelings are hurt? What are you talking about? Lawyers involved for what? What am I even doing? Buy his coffee. Put in code nipples. You could help him make a bearded fucking fascist Starbucks. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. God bless him. He forgot he came into your stream all the time. And that's the thing. He was so butthurt. How many fucking times he came into my stream, literally said he was drinking my gastric bypass juices, which I don't, experts can't even decipher what the fuck that even means. Like, you know, and I go in there and he gets all butthurt and starts bringing up that, stuff he knows nothing about, literally. Going with the same lies. And you see his face go from happy to fucking shit. He wouldn't acknowledge that because it ruined the grift of trying to make Rich seem weird for doing something he does, but in a less drunk and angry fashion. Yeah, and I did it like in such a sarcastically sweet way, I guess is the right terminology. Like, hi, Jeremy, really loving the content. By the way, why are you with fake SJW piece of shit that tried to cancel me and put out lies about me? Well, can I just answer that for me? Thanks. Appreciate the content.
Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders.
Oh, messages are coming in for Dad. Anyway, we'll get to those in a second. So you were literally polite and he instantly got hostile. I wasn't really polite, though. Let's just be honest. It's like that scene with Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street, where at the end they're like, you fucking cocksucker, get the fuck off my boat. So get off right now before I fucking punch you in the face. It was like that. Not that I want to punch Jeremy in the face. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the scene from Wolf of Wall Street. Because he's just like Tickled Man. He'll be like, Rich from ReviewTechUSA said he wanted to punch me. No, I didn't. I did not say that. A DSP will be on in 20 minutes. That's kind of hard, especially since the information has been tweeted out now and people won't forget. The internet never forgets. Rick turned himself into a cucumber Morty. I don't know what that means. Someone wrote, he's so whack, meaning Jeremy. Two grown men acting like high schoolers. Which, okay, but I don't understand why that's... If I was talking about, like, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or a celebrity on it, like, that would be fine. Why is it when it's another YouTuber? It's just strange. It's a very strange mindset. Honestly, I haven't been able to watch his videos in ages, as I find his shit to be just drab. Oh, that's a shocker. Eileen Wright and don't like woke culture, but give it a rest. Yo, son, your own audience is telling you, dude. Dude, you could flex your viewership compared to me. Yeah, my viewership in June was shit. I didn't really upload. And it's still shit compared to yours because you put out like 6,000 videos a week. But your own audience is like, dude, you are not about what you talk about. Some of them are finally starting to wake up, which thank fuck. Microsoft might buy Netflix. Where do you have information about that? That's newsworthy, man. That's like... Whew. Jeffrey Epstein, the Drip Lord, said, good bird, Rich. Anyway, let's continue. I need another grapefruit seltzer here. Someone writes, it's almost as if I said the piece of garbage was accurate. I'm surprised. Is he talking about me or the Jeremy? I can't tell you. I'm surprised he didn't get canceled, though. I really thought he would because he's so pathetically toxic. I agree, he's pathetically toxic. But canceling him, all it would do is make him a fucking martyr. So get Keen to do boxing. He wouldn't box me. He wouldn't box me, Chris the Dark. He wouldn't box anybody. It's not like I'm some fucking big chat or anything. Believe me, that's not what I'm insinuating. I'm not. I'll be the first to say it. Yo, I'd have to leave that. It doesn't matter. I'd have to leave that fight. I would have to leave that fight with like 500,000. I'd have to leave that fight with like at least 500,000. Maybe I'd think about it. Contrary to griftering belief, I'm not destitute in case, you know, because he's full of shit. $500,000 to think about it, $1 million would definitely get me in the ring because I have zero interest to do it. That would be the kind of money that would motivate me. Because I have no fucking desire to do it. But for $1 million? $500,000? $500,000? $1 million? Okay. If not, meh. Not interested. So thank you, Jeffrey Epstein. So he answered those two. Rich donates to Tree. Maybe you should be saving money, then you'd have some cash on you. Jeremy is literally an Oblivion NPC. Stop insulting Oblivion NPCs, please. What's up, tipster? Yeah. Motherfucker. Yo, tipster, did you see it? I'll play it for you again. It's only a minute. You see what I just decided to support Jeremy Hambley because he's a great human being? It's a banger. It'll only take a minute of your time. Let's finish these comments first, then I'll show it. The quartering crying about others lying. You can't make this up. Projection. He lied right again, right there. Saying, classist lying, alt-right, fastest piece of shit. Ask me how I really feel. How do you really actually feel? Okay, I'll show it to you. He is such a gargantuan bitch. All right. DSP said something racist today. Ooh, we may have to check that out from him. All right, here we go. Breaking
because
beard
they didn't
news.
Understand.
Here, so I decided, tipster, Chris the Narc, if you're here too, this is what happens when two old YouTubers fight. It's like grumpy old men, except they were actually friends. I think Jeremy's a piece of shit. He'll find any excuse in the book. What's funny, he'd even find an excuse here because he's not smart and he can't think on the fly, Jeremy. That's why he would never do a debate. So I was like, you know what? Let me go show him some support. So I'm like, hey, let me just shut the fuck up. Why am I talking? I'm going to shut up now. It's right here.
Media. Ha! Because they didn't understand why mainstream media questioned the conspiracy. No, you fool.
So hold on.
I should have did a video.
Hey, amazing channel. Keep up the amazing work. You should come by the stream and say hello, man. You should could. And also, why did you lie about me and try to cancel me like an SJW, you bitch?
Try to relax your anus.
Let's see what his response is. Oblivion music again, please.
video on this. People lost faith in the mainstream media because they lied.
Oh, you can't see the
Because they
video.
lied.
You can't see the video. My apologies. Can't see the video. All right, so we're going to make this larger because I want you to experience the full griftering experience. Make it really large. Can we make it larger? Can we make it larger? Look at Intro Guy's beautiful bald scalp there. Can we make it large? Yes, we can. It is large. Like Dad. So let's start that again. Danny the Foot, my apologies. I feel annoying asking, but can I be a mod? Yeah, you could be a... You don't even have to pay to be a mod. I've known you've been around for fucking ever. My apologies. Flashback Turtle, I think we could do that. But anyway. So let's start this again. Let's try that again. I fucked that all up. Yeah, I fucked that up. Okay.
Media. Ha! Because they didn't understand why mainstream media questioned the conspiracy? No, you fool.
There's what I said to him.
Oh, I should have did a video on this.
And then watch.
People lost faith in the mainstream media because they lied.
Watch his face. Watch his face. Look at his face.
Because they lied.
Look at his face. Look at it.
That's why. I don't even want your money. Save it for your kids.
There you go, tipster. Let's finish the rest with Oblivion music. Oh, I know we watched it before, but it's fun.
They need it. This is like, this is your life now.
Yes,
This
this
is your life now.
I live for you, Mr. Hambly. I breathe for you. I'm here for you.
Breasts, 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 breasts.
Oh. This is what you're doing. This is your...
Do you hear the panic? Do you hear the panic? He didn't even answer. Someone allegedly said he deleted it. Someone wrote message deleted right there. Someone wrote, I don't know if it's true. Oh, dude. Oh, I love it. I love it. I don't care that I lose subs when I talk about him. This is just too much fun. Yo. Literally right there. Dude, his whole demeanor, you see it. Am I seeing this shit? You can tell me if I'm seeing shit. His whole motherfucking demeanor changed. He saw a chat, and he was like, fuck.
Your life. Maybe, you know.
He can't
maybe
even think.
You should have kept some money in the bank. After
He can't even think of anything. He can't even think. He is the scrambling. He's the panicking. There we go. New name. New branding. The panicking.
After YouTubing for the last 10 years, you'd have a little bit of cash on you, you know.
What a quality human being, huh? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Jesus, Rich, are you gay? Absolutely. Yeah, we can talk later. Zephyrus, that's Asus, right? For laptops? Yeah. I have had good luck with Asus laptops. Not a fan of Asus motherboards, but that was a long time ago anyway. Yeah. Dude, he didn't answer anything. He didn't even make an excuse. He that was so out of left field for him. He couldn't even figure out the lie to say, so he just demeaned me with fake shit. It's just, oh man, it's fun. I love making people uncomfortable. It brings me joy. Brings me joy in the ass area. All right, let me shrink my screen again. Maybe we'll watch some QVC. Let's watch something that's like not politically driven. I'm just kind of like not in the mood. Why do I sound like I'm like totally like not in the mood? All right, I'm gonna shrink my breast a little bit. Go right there. Why am I sounding like Bob Ross right now? Just hello, this is Dr. Grande. Wish I could watch this shit, but I think I would get in trouble if I watched it. I mean, they post it on YouTube. I don't know, kid. I've always wanted to watch like police activity videos, but these like some of this shit's like, yee. But it's on YouTube, so it's weird. You know, like I would watch this shit I would be react to cop videos all day. USA, no CC unit. Watch it. Everyone's like, watch it, just do it. I want to watch, there's one that's kind of in between. We could watch this because no one gets hurt. Look at this shit. This is the craziest. Wait, this shit. We could watch this one, and then we'll go over to, like, not Law and Crime, but there's, like, Dash Blue or something. Oh, you missed my previous super chat, Butterbuns. Did I, Terrence? Where you at, bro? Can I get a piece of your Italian cream cake? Yeah, sure. I'll bake it tomorrow. Yo, this woman, I don't know what the fuck happened here. She has a kid in the car. That's the context of this. Audit the Audit is a cop channel. I've never checked Audit the Audit. All right, I'll check them out. We'll do that right now after this. Watch this shit. No one gets killed either. But it's still the craziest video I've ever seen on this channel.
Now you just had a wreck.
Watch this shit. Look at that shit.
Get out the car! Get out! Get out! Tires are flat!
There is a child in her car. I repeat that. A child in the motherfucking car. GSP tries it. Rambo 16-bit nipples. How would that work out? Now you gave me a visual that I just... DSP tries it. This is nothing. Wait. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. We're going to see multi-angles, too. If you haven't shit yet, you should go shit now before you watch this.
Boom! Come on!
Again, kid in the car. This would be crazy if the kid wasn't in the motherfucking car. I've never seen shit like... And like, what was she running from? Like, I don't even think it was like a big infraction either. Now what is it, like 10? She's gonna get like attempted murder charges. With a kid in the car. It's like a $70,000, $80,000 Infinity right there. Relatively new. Like, what do you... That's the least important thing, but... what the fuck? Yeah, we got to look into this after watching this. When you're about to get busted. Dude, it's like Susha. That is true. That's actually very good. She has her fucking kid in the car. That's the number one thing.
You stay here? Yeah.
Look, she's gonna go again. She's gonna go again. Oh! But it gets even fucking crazier. And again, no one gets killed. Just wait. Wait for it.
She's not gonna make it far.
Trevor's wife driving away after he peed in his basement. Wait, I can't. That'll be me insulting his wife. He would clutch his pearls at that. Oh yeah, someone asked for that last time too. We're gonna watch more of these tonight. That's kind of my brain's flow right now. Armed darkly. Breaking news: Philip Burnell is a man.
Breasts. Cucumbers.
Can't believe I have Asmongold and fucking DSP saying cucumbers on my soundboard. I mean, in the cops' defense here, they know there's a fucking kid in the car. I believe at this point. Like, they're trying to be, you know, what an awkward situation. And she obviously doesn't care about the welfare of her child.
Go.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Endanger your child and throw the rest of your life away. I gotta find out. Dumbest police. What are they supposed to do? She's insane and she has a kid in the car and obviously doesn't care. What are they supposed to do?
Didn't want to do that.
Surround that bitch. Jesus Christ. And she's still not stopping. I think she tries to hit and ram again. They gotta watch. There's opposing traffic, man. Duh. Oh yeah, that Infinity's probably totaled at this point. Or close to it. Salvage title. And watch what she says. Watch what she says. What was she running from? We'll find out in a minute. I'll look it up. I meant to look this up before. What is she fucking running from? What was worth this?
Give me some help over here. I got you.
Sir.
Oh, yeah. The least of her problems is that car. Absolutely.
We got it.
I know I'm buckled, sir. I know I'm buckled, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
And yo, here we go.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do it, sir.
Meth possession?
You just tried to kill 10 people.
No, I did not, sir.
Alex, push my...
I didn't run. I didn't run? What the fuck was I just watching?
Sir, stop. Sir, I didn't do it. Stop. You have... No. Why have you done... Stop. Stop. I didn't do it.
What a...
It won't fit. It won't fit.
I didn't do it. She doesn't look like... Her size kind of makes me think she wasn't doing meth.
Eat it. Make it. Yeah.
Stop! I did not do it. I did not do whatever you guys are talking about. I did not do anything you guys are talking about.
I need to direct 3 police cars.
No, I did not. Because
How is she even saying that when it's filmed by multiple angles of cameras? We live in a fucking matrix, man.
A couple others.
about 3
She has to have like a nervous breakdown, or she has to have like bipolar disorder and something else.
stop signs ago and
That poor fucking kid.
saying that I was driving recklessly and I was not.
Well, I
You
almost
could have
did.
killed that kid. I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. You almost killed 3 fucking people. What did I do? Don't even ask how. How?
She really asking how? I have to know more about this. I've never seen it. I may have to do like a video on this.
You 3 people.
You put her in my car.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
She really asked. She really asked Jeremy. She really asked how.
No, we're good. Thank you.
That kid's like 2 years old. What a piece of shit. We live in a world of dude, this ain't
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
unfucking believable, man.
Now
Here
you
we
just
go.
had a wreck.
Break glass, break glass, break glass.
Get out the car.
Hold up a second. Let me look at the... What's her fucking name? The caller, Byron. The driver backed again. All Byron police. 24-year-old Sierra Hibbert. All right, I'll look that up while we continue to watch. I have to fucking know what her deal was.
Get out. Get out. Tires are flat. Move.
All right, I'll read it
Come
in a
on.
minute. Yo, it's fucking insane, Digital Germanic. It's insane. Yeah, those tires were chirping. What is the V8? The Infinity? Yeah, be like fuck it when your kid's not in the car, though. Don't let me rephrase that. Like, even if you're a terrible person, at least have the decency for your own fucking child. Yeah, like, just don't. Exactly. How about don't do this at all?
You stay here? Yeah.
Imagine how scared that poor kid is, too. With his piece of shit asshole mother. I've never seen anything like this.
She's not gonna make it far.
She deserves everything she got coming to her.
Go.
Oh, dude, there's some vile shit on this channel. But I like it because, like, it shows everything. The good and the bad and the horrible. We're going to find out right after this video. We're almost done. Well, actually, after this video, I'm going to piss. Then we'll find out. DSP tries it. There's so many things I could say about that that I can't. DSP tries it. Rambo's big pecs. Don't piss, just hold it. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I know he said he roasted it, but does anyone believe anything that comes out of his mouth, like anything at all? Like, come on. You know what I mean? So but him repackaging another brand's coffee, so long as they have a deal worked out, like, file that under who fucking cares? Like, that's, like, happens all the time. I don't give a shit about that. The irony, though, is that the company that's repackaging it for him is, from what I hear, very woke. He stands for nothing. That's what that is my only peak. I don't care. Look, man, if his coffee's wildly successful, congratulations, Jeremy. I genuinely don't give a fuck. But he doesn't stand for anything except lining his pockets. Just, that's it. That's simple. Yeah, for everyone complaining about his breathing, how would you be breathing in this situation? I think you'd be breathing fairly heavy too. If a woman with a giant SUV tried to fucking crunch you, you wouldn't be sipping tea with a heart on. Yeah, seriously. Everyone's like, why is he breathing? I'm like, really? This woman's a fucking demon. You be breathing heavy too. What did I do? I didn't even... She's like disconnect. She's weird, man. We'll find out after I piss.
I got in the car. Give me some help over here. I got you.
Sir.
Ma'am. We got it.
I know I'm buckled, sir. I know I'm buckled, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it.
I didn't do anything. I just, like, tried to run over 10 people like I was playing real-life GTA, but I swear I didn't do anything.
Oh, camera's on.
ReviewTechUSA stands for Birds' Rights Across the Globe. That is correct.
Try to relax your
I hit
anus.
the wrong button. Fart in my face, bird. Refreshing. Lay down. It's fine. Perfectly okay. Birds laying down is how things should be.
You just tried to kill 10 people.
I just came to get something to eat. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Like...
No, I didn't, sir.
Alex, switch
No. Sir, stop. Sir, I didn't do it. Stop.
I didn't do it. I just... How do you get to this point in life that you're such an awful person that you will risk your child's life first and foremost? You will try to run over a bunch of people, bash into cars, cop cars, and as they're cuffing you, be like, and you're filmed from multiple angles doing it, and just say, yeah, I didn't do it. How do you get to that point in life? Where did things go wrong? Where did they go wrong? She's not that old. She's only 24. She looks like she's my age. But where did it go wrong? Someone, I'm too hungry to go to jail. I can laugh at that because I'm a fat guy.
What have you done? Stop. Stop. I didn't do it.
It won't fit. It won't fit. Get it.
I didn't do it.
Make it fit.
I
Stop. I did not do it. I did not do whatever you guys are talking about.
I did not do. She's just blanket statements. Whatever you think I did and can prove I did, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it.
I did not do anything you guys are talking about.
I need to direct 3 police cars.
No, I did not.
And a couple others.
About 3 freaking stop signs ago and started saying that I was driving recklessly and I was not.
Well, I
You
almost
could have
did.
killed.
I didn't drive recklessly. She really said I didn't drive recklessly.
That's it. I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. You almost killed 3 fucking people. How? What did I do? Don't even ask how. How? You killed 3 people right here.
How? I...
My car.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're good. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna piss. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's how she. Yeah, I just bash into cop cars. That's how my kids sleep. It relaxes them. Unbelievable, man. What a piece of garbage. I don't know about this evening, Flashback Turtle. We will watch it, though. Because this is like what I'm in the mood for right now. Wait, we're watching the same... Alright, anyway. So, yeah. So, this is from the New York Post. Take a look here. Georgia woman captured ramming SUV and the cops claim she didn't do it. Yeah, that's a banger. Wild video shows a woman plowing my ass. Wild video shows a Georgia woman plowing her SUV into the cops in the car seat with a small child in the backseat, which is fucking insane. Then claiming I didn't do it once she's finally caught. Ciara Hibbert took police on a short but bizarre chase after they pulled her over on reports she was driving erratically and veering into oncoming traffic on 42. Byron Police Department said in a news release Monday. She was being uncooperative. No shit. And not speaking to officers when they caught up with her at the intersection of Highway 49, partially blocking the SUV and spacing a tire-deflating stop stick underneath it. Silent dashcam video shows the moment on July 15th. Hibbert guns the SUV in reverse, hits a car behind her, then goes forward, hitting 2 witnesses, which we saw. One of whom is getting knocked to the ground in the vehicle's path. She reverses and moves forward again, and witnesses hop in the air to avoid getting pinned between the SUV and a cop car. We saw. Why does that look like it's Eric Warheim right there? What did Eric Warheim get in this video? Anyway, cops hop in their cars and follow the SUV down onto Highway 49, according to the footage. Officers try to block the car, which has a flat from the tire stick, but she backs into a third cop car and then goes forward and hits one of the police cars for a second time. After an officer tries to punch her passenger side window as the SUV drives off again in a haze of smoke pouring from its tires, leaving behind debris and skid marks, the video shows. Police broke in her again, and after a struggle, they finally pull her out of the SUV and slap cuffs on her. Body cam footage with audio, or I didn't do it, blah, 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 blah. Police didn't give the age of the small child, but why did she, what was she running for? What the fuck was she running for? Oh, I'm going to make it big again, and then I'll figure it out. That's what like, what was worth risking her child's life and almost killing, like, fucking 10 people? Like, what was the fuck? That was a... Thank you for describing the video to me, New York Post. It's like one of my YouTube news videos. Oh, here's a video on it. I don't know if I could show that, though. Let me just see if I can find it here. She managed, Byron police say, was charged. I guess they don't know. Is this just a video? Yeah, it's just a fucking video. Be interesting to see when more shit comes out about that, man. And it's just aggravated assault. That's a weird one. You would think they would say... That's like perplexing me now. Who is Sarah Hibbert? Okay, yeah, please. Tell me who Sarah Hibbert is. A reckless driver. Thanks. But why was she didn't do any... Who is Sarah Hibbert? Sarah Hibbert is a 24-year-old lady who has recently been in the news about her rash driving went viral on social media platforms. The videos of the incident... I know I don't have the screen down. I'm just going to speak words. The videos of the incident have also gone viral on the internet. She's become the talk of the town. Gee, I wonder why. According to the police, 6 counts of aggravated assault have been brought against Hibbert. She could face criminal charge of endangering a child because she was riding beside a child when the incident occurred. Depending on the findings of the inquiry, she is accused of colliding with 2 witnesses, an officer, and 3 Byron police cars. No one has seen Sierra's booking photo yet. But why did she do it? What the fuck? Tell me why this piece of shit did what she did. Rincon, Georgia parade driver? We're going to do audit the audit like someone recommended first, actually. TJ. Audit the audit. Let's watch that. She didn't do it.
Welcome to Audit.
Welcome to Audit the Audit. Cop gets arrested after trying to abuse his authority. Oh, we've seen that one. Cop loses it. You see, cop arrests attorney over harmless prank. Politician wants cop fired after receiving ticket. I'm all in. Okay. I am all in on that one. Carlos, he pecked corn out of my hole too hard. So he is a bird on a mission to lay out. I can't make him stand up again.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers speeding, extortion, and resisting, and is brought to us by WFLA News Channel 8's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On February 14th, 2022, Officer Julia Beskin of the Sarasota Police Department pulled over Republican congressional primary candidate Martin Hyde for speeding and texting while driving. After Mr. Hyde stops, Officer Beskin's body camera shows her exit her vehicle and approach Mr. Hyde's driver's side window.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? Officer Beskin, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see
know
your
who
license?
I am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license registration?
Oh, God. You know who I am. No, yeah, dude, no one cares. You're not above the law, bro. You know who I am. You know who I am. Chorus, do you know who I am? I jerk off to myself every day.
Registration insurance, please.
You can do this?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
Officer Beskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance registration and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir.
Think about that. This fucking cocksucker. Think about that. This motherfucker, man.
See your registration, please. You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play with this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, darling. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why
sir.
are you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Says who? Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
When Officer Beskin informs Mr. Hyde that he was speeding and texting, Mr. Hyde demands to see the video evidence. However, officers are under no obligation to provide evidence to citizens to justify their traffic stops, and Mr. Hyde typically would only be legally entitled to see any video footage that existed if he challenged the citations and the video was to be used as evidence against him. Although Section 318.14 of the Florida statutes requires the government to prove traffic offenses.
Yeah, of course cops do wrong too. Who's trying to say cops don't do wrong? But we know who the fuck is wrong here.
Beyond a reasonable doubt in court, this burden can be satisfied without video evidence of any kind. For instance, Section 316.1906 of the Florida statutes allows evidence of the speed of a vehicle measured by any radar speed measuring device to be admitted if it is obtained by an officer who meets certain conditions, such as satisfactory completion of a radar training course and who has made an independent visual determination that the vehicle is operating in excess of the applicable speed limit, and obtained the radar evidence when conditions permit the clear assignment of speed to a single vehicle. Video evidence is also not required for an officer to stop a vehicle for speeding. In fact, as the Florida 2nd District Court of Appeals held in the 2008 case of State versus Allen, police officers can stop a vehicle for a speeding violation based on the officer's visual or oral perceptions, and verification of actual speed by the use of radar equipment or speed clocking is not necessary to justify the stop. Because Officer Beskin advised Mr. Hyde of his exact speed, it is likely that she used radar to capture his speed. But even if she had only stopped Mr. Hyde because it looked like he was speeding, it is likely a court would find that she had reasonable suspicion to make the stop.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
No, it's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-4, 10-6.
Call the supervisor.
What a fucking asshole. Holy shit. I hate this guy.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Okay. You don't want your paperwork?
6142, you don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be issued a
Interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
You are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
Right.
All right. Sir, you're going to be issued a
here.
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is
Right here.
$256. Information in the back.
It's
You're going
right
to have
here.
an option to
It's on
plead
the
guilty,
camera.
an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment, as they do require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for
It's not about her winning or losing, you fucking arrogant dick. It's about her doing your job because you weren't following, dude. Like, I was using my phone one time. I got a ticket. You did it. It is what it is.
you must complete it, otherwise they will go ahead and suspend your license.
Why are you lying?
You have 30 days
Why
to
are you
reply.
lying?
Bro, she's had her camera on the entire time. But in this world, people believe the quartering. So never fucking mind. I don't know what ACAB is.
Your payment options are on the green form.
Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom
She's not lying.
in case you have any questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citations are already. You can accept them. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Throughout his interaction with Officer Beskin, both before and after she issues him citations, Mr. Hyde makes several comments that imply he will use his influence in the police department to get her fired if she continues with the...
And on camera. Like, I mean, is it stupidity or maybe both? But I think it's arrogance, though. It's like, yeah, I could say it on camera and I'll still ruin you. What the fuck you gonna do about it? That's basically what he was saying. What an asshole.
the traffic stop,
This man should not have any political power whatsoever.
or issues him any citations. While attempting to intimidate a police officer is inarguably unethical, a court could also conclude that Mr. Hyde's actions violated Florida criminal law. Section 838.021 of the Florida statutes defines the crime of corruption by threat against a public servant, which is a felony offense, and states that, quote, "It is unlawful to threaten to harm any public servant with the intention to influence the performance of any act or omission within the official discretion of the public servant, in violation of a public duty, or in performance of a public duty." Because Section 838.014 of the Florida statutes defines the term harm as meaning, quote, "pecuniary or other loss, disadvantage, or injury to the person affected, threatening an officer's job would certainly qualify as a threat of harm, and attempting to influence an officer not to write a citation,
yeah, he should totally be fucked for that,
would likewise fall under the scope of this statute. Similarly, Section 836.05 of the Florida statute states that, quote, "Whoever maliciously threatens an injury to the person, property, or reputation of another, or maliciously threatens to expose another to disgrace, with intent to compel the person so threatened to do any act or refrain from doing any act against his or her will, shall be guilty of a felony of the second degree." However, even though Mr. Hyde's conduct could fit within the definitions of these crimes, it is possible that a court could determine that his statements were protected by the First Amendment. In the 1969 case of Watts versus United States, the Supreme Court stated that, quote, "A statute such as this one, which makes criminal a form of pure speech, must be interpreted with the commands of the First Amendment clearly in mind. What is a threat must be distinguished from what is constitutionally protected speech. While extortion is not protected speech, and, as the Supreme Court explained in the 2003 case of Virginia versus Black, the First Amendment permits a state to ban a quote-unquote true threat, which is defined as, quote, "those statements where the speaker means to communicate a serious expression of an intent to commit an act of unlawful violence to a particular individual or group of individuals, the state of the law regarding nonviolent quote-unquote threats is much less clear. For instance, in the 1987 case of Houston versus Hill, the Supreme Court recognized that, quote, the freedom of individuals verbally to oppose or challenge police action without thereby risking arrest is one of the principal characteristics by which we distinguish a free nation from a police state. And it is easy to imagine how defining statements about getting police officers fired as unprotected speech could lead to widespread abuse and the suppression of free speech. The rights of individuals to express their dissent with police actions must be balanced against the state's interest in protecting against corruption. And it would be interesting to see how...
Yeah, but he was flexing his power to say, if you try to get me in trouble even though I did something wrong, I'll ruin you. This is like some mafia shit right here. But I get what they're saying, though.
The court would decide this case if Mr. Hyde had been criminally charged.
Yeah, but you had the bad. You knew exactly what you were doing and you made a mistake.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I'll fight the citation.
Okay.
I'll fight your employment.
Okay.
He's threatening her.
Sarge Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Speeding 57 and a 40. Texting while driving. Failure to produce his registration when I asked. He told me I could look it up.
Okay. You know who he is?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you got identified him?
Yes.
Okay. Hello?
Wait, is the other cop, like, saying, like, you shouldn't do this? Rich, pluck my feathers and call me a man. You're a man.
Mr. Hyde? I guess you talked to Sergeant Frangione by the phone?
I did, yeah.
Okay, he's on his way. She requested another unit, so that's why another unit.
Give someone a certificate, ticket for no registration when they've got their registration.
Oh, well, don't take this the wrong way, but no shit, Fenta. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm a slow driver, but yeah, dude, you got caught doing 57 in a motherfucking 40s. Sit down. Just look this up. He is only running for state office. This guy is a joke. Guess what part? I'm going to... Republican. G.
She's trying to make her Spurs, but it's a big mistake.
Well, this one is an expired one, but...
Well, it doesn't make it. It'll take 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful.
Mr. Hyde argues that because he eventually provided a copy of his registration certificate to Officer Beskin, he should not have been cited for refusing to present his registration, despite the fact that it was expired. However, even if his registration certificate had not been expired, it is possible that Mr. Hyde could still be cited with a violation of the registration statute. Section 320.0605 of the Florida statute states that, quote, the registration certificate or an official copy thereof shall, at all times while the vehicle is being used or operated on the roads of this state, be in the possession of the operator thereof, or be carried in the vehicle for which issued, and shall be exhibited upon demand of any authorized law enforcement officer. A violation of this statute is a non-criminal traffic infraction, and, although Section 318.18 of the Florida statutes allows the clerk of the court to dismiss a case under this statute if the driver can show proof of having a valid registration at the time of arrest, this is not required. Additionally, Mr. Hyde's initial refusal to provide his registration may have violated Section 316.072 of the Florida statutes, which states that, quote, it is unlawful and a misdemeanor of the second degree for any person willfully to fail or refuse to comply with any lawful order or direction of any law enforcement officer. In the 2020
which is something he definitely did.
Case of United States versus Wilson, the 11th Circuit concluded that an officer had probable cause to arrest an individual for violation of this statute when he repeatedly refused to produce his driver's license in response to the officer's valid order to do so during a legal traffic stop. Similarly, Mr. Hyde's conduct could also constitute resisting an officer without violence, which Section 843.02 of the Florida statutes defines as resisting, obstructing, or opposing any...
Yeah, but dude, if when it comes to egos, man, there's no age on egos. You know what I'm saying? You could have someone who's 25 and be like this motherfucker. One time, some Karen cried racism for being pulled over for reckless driving. Oh, dude, I see that all the time, too. Like,
any officer in the lawful execution of...
And it's all like, it's like the cameras prove that race had nothing to do with it. In those instances, I should say.
Any legal duty, without offering or doing violence to the person of the officer. As the 11th Circuit explained in the unpublished 2017 case of Ryder versus Andrews, quote, "The refusal to comply with an officer's request during the lawful execution of a legal duty may constitute resisting without violence." In this case, the court went on to conclude that refusing to provide license and registration during a valid traffic stop, at the very least, gave officers arguable probable cause to arrest an individual for resisting without violence. Given this precedent, a court would likely conclude that Officer Beskin would have been within her authority to arrest Mr. Hyde for violating either of these statutes when he repeatedly refused to present his registration certificate.
And I guarantee you his status probably kept that from happening.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Rangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
Shut the fuck up, man.
To the road.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
Mr. Hyde eventually took the citations and drove away, after securing a promise that Officer Beskin's body camera footage would be reviewed. On February 22nd, Mr. Hyde issued a public apology for his actions on social media.
Of course he did.
And has since dropped out of the Republican primary.
Fuck you. Fuck you to hell. Good. You piece of shit. Never run for office with an ego like that. Fucking narcissistic bastard.
Although the Sarasota PD has not issued a public comment on the incident, a spokesperson indicated that Officer Beskin's actions were not under review. Court records show that Mr. Hyde's speeding and texting while driving citations were paid on February 21st, 2022. But as of the date of this episode, he has not paid the fine for the registration citation. Overall, Officer Beskin gets an A+ for...
This is a test. Put a bird in my ass.
Breasts. Breasts.
Remaining calm and professional throughout the encounter, treating Mr. Hyde with civility and respect despite his hostility, and working to de-escalate the situation in the face of threats to her career. Although Officer Beskin likely would have been within her authority to arrest Mr. Hyde at several points during their exchange, she instead exercised her discretion to try to de-escalate the situation by calling a supervisor and waiting at the scene until he arrived.
With the outcome that happened that he had to drop out of the race, she made the right choice. This is why sometimes not always going full ham. It kind of goes with the whole sponsorship thing again. Where, I'm going to go and cancel their sponsors. Sometimes not, you got to pick and choose battles, and sometimes the best weapon is someone shooting themselves in the foot. Does that make sense? And this guy fucking took a sawed-off shotgun and blew both his fucking feet off, metaphorically.
No point did Officer Beskin say or do anything to provoke a response from Mr. Hyde, and she maintained a cordial and professional demeanor while Mr. Hyde insulted her, made comments about her nationality, and threatened to have her fired. I commend Officer Beskin for having the courage to carry out her...
You know any other politicians are like that too? And they're just wolves in sheath clothing?
Duties without showing bias or favoritism to Mr. Hyde. And for...
You saw this Jeremy clip, T-Joe? Did you see him fucking seethe?
Remaining professional but firm when he threatened to use his influence against her. Officer Beskin was able to set aside her ego to de-escalate this situation. And I encourage other members of law enforcement to learn from Officer Beskin's example.
Yeah, she did an excellent job with this, straight up. Yeah, these are people running some fucking nations, dude, not just some states. Nations.
Former candidate Hyde gets an F for maintaining a hostile and angry demeanor throughout the encounter, attempting to misuse his political influence to avoid being cited for traffic offenses, and potentially committing multiple crimes during the traffic stop. Much of this interaction's escalation can likely be attributed to Mr. Hyde's ego, and his apparent sense of entitlement based on his position in the community and his contributions
if the quartering was a politician
to the Sarasota PD.
or quantum.
In fact, Mr. Hyde admitted as much in an apology letter he wrote in the Sarasota Herald Tribune, stating that, quote, "I admit that I did expect the reception that I get from most local cops, which is a positive one, because I have fought, in my aggressive manner, on their behalf on everything from officer pay to internal affairs."
Yeah, he's definitely, if the quartering was a politician, he's trying to make it like, look, he's trying to make it like, I'm a victim. I've done so much for them. They're all the same. Do you see do you see the pattern?
Matters. At the point when I realized that my rather silly statement, "Do you know who I am?" wasn't going to work, I should have shut up and let it go, but I didn't. Unfortunately, instead of restraint and a little humility, it was righteous indignation that ran through my veins.
And it was what always run through your veins.
While issuing this apology did require some level of courage and integrity on Mr. Hyde's part, it in no way...
Yeah, he only did it because he thought maybe there was a slim chance in hell he could save his political career. He'd get the fuck out of here.
Excuses his attempts to abuse his political sway for personal gain. And this interaction highlights the conflict that often arises at the intersection of politics and policing. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments.
That was a banging video, man. God damn. All right, guys. I know it's kind of a semi-short. It's over 2 hours. But starting tomorrow, there will be no ads in my streams. I'll get back to streaming more regularly. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But have a great evening. And I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
Breastfeed it.